Hey everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is At the Buzzer, and we're joined as always by Jack Tiernan. Jack, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well. All right, so we'll just at the top. Last time we were on, we were like, "Hey, bright days are ahead. They're at 500, but things are going to be good." Haven't won since, and they lost both of the games to the Wizards. What is happening with the Celtics right now?
I am going to take the positive approach. Well, let's look at this from two ways, right? Positive approach is growing pains, new
Mm,
coach, right? We're trying to incorporate Al Horford back into the lineup, bunch
mm,
of new guys, um, in like Hernan Gomez, who's not playing very much, but like Dennis Schroeder, Josh Richardson, a couple of rookies who are finally healthy, or a
mm.
couple. I say rookies, but it's like Romeo Langford, who is essentially still a rookie. He's played like 10 NBA games.
Right.
Um, it's just like man, like they look like they're right there, but it's just so inconsistent, and you
Mm,
can tell. And Ime said this too, but like the vibe's not right. Like it's something's not gelling, and that's like they're not consistent. The energy's not there, and they need to figure out how to get it so they're not coasting and they're not just cool with being mediocre.
mm,
Um, and I think that's the problem. I think they're coasting a little bit. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if they're still getting used to his system. I don't know if they
mm.
are like don't like his system, or what the deal is. But it's like it's so frustrating to watch. It's they've had like how many periods of overtime? Like six periods of overtime in six
Right.
games. Like I would be frustrated as hell if I was them right now.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, almost none of the games have been like blowouts. We
No.
they've played close and everything. Like you said, 3 games going into overtime out of six. That's kind of a lot to start off. Not really finishing lately. I guess. Are there any positives you can like draw from this 2-4 start?
Um, I mean, there have been I really no. Like I guess Grant Williams, right? Like Grant Williams
Mm,
looked pretty decent in a couple games here. He's played good minutes. He's not meant to be a scorer. That's fine. The Celtics team is a defense first team as is.
mm,
Um, I mean, Rob Williams looks good. Al Horford, when healthy, looks good. Having them
mm,
both on the floor at the same time gives us so many options.
right.
But we got to figure out what's going on with Tatum going like 8 for 40 or something stupid like that. Like he be more efficient. Jalen's got to be turning it on a little bit, and
Mm,
whoever's starting at point guard needs to be able to distribute better. Whether
mm,
that be Schroeder, who when he starts, the Celtics are great, and when he does not start and Marcus Smart starts, the Celtics do not look great. So I mean, I know Ime committed Smart as the starting point guard, but I'm starting
mm.
to question that decision.
Yeah.
See if Schroeder would be better.
How many more games do you think Smart has? Like for a leash, do you think Ime is like 100% in on him, or do you think if say we lose 2 more games, do you think he's still a starter?
I think if we lose two more games with him as a starter, I
Mm,
think I think that's when a change probably is going to happen. Yeah,
yeah.
and we'll see what Schroeder does, right? Because if Schroeder
Mm,
does well, then I'm sure he'll probably stay the starting guard for a bit. And look,
mm,
if Smart's the sixth man, we've got that's awesome. Like I'm cool with that. And same with
yeah.
Schroeder. They're each great options off the bench. Whether that be as a spark plug for Smart or as like a scorer for Schroeder. Um, but like we got to figure it out soon, and we can't just sit here and like dwindle into like nothingness, right? Like
Right.
there, we got to figure this out quick.
Yeah. No. Definitely. All right. So apart from that, any other big news for the Celtics happening right now?
We lost twice to the Wizards, like that
Okay. Yeah.
sucks. I
That's
had to
not
eat my
great.
words. Yeah,
Mm,
we talked about that. We talked about that before we
yeah.
hopped on. But like I deserve to eat my words. The Wizards
Mm,
were played well. They played well. I forget they have a bunch of good overlooked guys on that team,
mm,
except for Kuz. Kuz stinks. But like otherwise, like they're a pretty decent team,
mm,
and they're not better than the Celtics though. I stand by
mm.
that. They are not better than the Boston Celtics, and we lost to them twice.
In a row.
So like in a row. Not
In
like
3 days. Yeah.
it's not like we didn't see them and say, oh, okay, they did this, we can adjust. They just were
Mm,
like, no, we're gonna beat you both times. So
mm,
now everybody's sad. Everybody has to figure out what the hell they're gonna do the next game and like figure it out. And man, I hope that they have it figured out by the time this goes live. So I guess we'll find out tonight when they play, or tonight or yesterday night when they play.
right. Yeah. Well,
Whenever this goes live,
it's
yeah.
always hard when we record a lot at the beginning of the week for anyone who's like, "What the hell is Jack having a stroke?"
I mean, Yes, pretty
Yeah,
much.
right. After watching them lose to the Wizards twice, it feels like it.
That's what did it. That's what
Yeah.
did it.
And so before we were on, you're talking that Celtics are getting some new jerseys. What's going on there?
It's true. I mean, that's the lone bright spot I think I have so far for this season. But some new old jerseys, I would say. They're closer, more reminiscent of like the '80s jerseys you see
Yeah.
Larry walking around in. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Definitely check it out. NBA's posted a bunch. There are a bunch of sweet jerseys on there, honestly. So like a stray from Celtics, like the Rockets look sweet. The Spurs have new sweet jerseys. I think probably the Hornets are my favorite though. They've got like a sick honeycomb up top that fades into like a blue. Very cool, very cool. Definitely gonna buy a LaMelo Ball jersey because that's just the type of person I am. So
Just that type of jersey, the honeycomb
yeah,
one. Yeah.
yeah, definitely the honeycomb one. Very cool.
I mean, hey, throwbacks are always good. Make it everything a little bit more exciting. Personally, hoping the Pistons do some throwbacks. I really liked their original logo,
You should check it out. They look pretty sweet right now.
and then the Warriors had a pretty nice setup. I get now it's like all the success came in like their new jerseys, but as an older person who grew up watching, the early 2000s, I really liked the Warriors jerseys from back then. So
They had the red, man. They had the red going. Like that was cool. I actually don't remember what theirs looked like, so I have to check that out.
yeah, after this, I'll send you the link to the ones I'm talking about because
Yeah.
they're good. But yeah, I think Pistons. People always tool on them online. The biggest downgrade in terms of logo to what they have now, which is just
Yeah.
like their name on a basketball, which is
Not
very
great.
poison. Yeah, it has nothing to do with Pistons at all. So, yeah,
Yeah, they're
no
not. Yeah, they're bad jerseys, bad logo, bad team. So it all fits, frankly.
good. Right, right. All right, Jack. Anything else you want to talk on this Celtics update?
Fortunately, no. I think that's probably for the best, though. I think I'll just spiral further into depression. So I think we'll come back next week, hopefully with a brighter tune.
Yes, hopefully. I won't jinx us like last time. I put brighter days are ahead. This time I won't do that. I'll try to keep it objective because clearly we were wrong.
Right. The title can be New Jerseys. How's that? That sounds
Yeah.
that sounds not
So I'll just
inclusive
get
at all.
New Jerseys and no other news to report.
That's right. That's it. That's fine.
Oh man! All right, Jack. Where can they find you online?
Place to find me is on Twitter, and that's at Jack_Tiernan.
All right, go follow him there. You can follow me on Twitter at the Fake Me Mars, BMARR channel on Twitter, at Wicked Good Sport, and at WG Everything, Instagram, Wicked Good Everything, Twitch at twitch.tv/Wicked Good Everything, and on TikTok, search Wicked Good Everything or search Wicked Good Sports. I actually tweeted from the Wicked Good Everything account the other day, one of the videos Chris and I did. Just noticed that today. I was like, oh, this isn't the Wicked Good Sports Twitter. So, our links could be coming from anywhere. You're going to want to follow all these accounts. That's all I'm saying. All right. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.